Hello, everybody. Welcome. How are we all doing today? Who do we have in the chat? Christopher Hall, Laquata, Atomica, Liquid, Farkas, P, Alina, Sential Gaming. All right. Yes, press the like button before you get started. I've just realized my microphone's a little bit far away from me. I usually prop it up on something because I haven't got the stand here. Hold on, 2 seconds. That is better. I should be clearer for everybody now. Okay, so today we don't have much price action to talk about. I have taken a couple of trades, but it is the end of the month. It is typical end of month price action, and yeah, that is. I mean, this is kind of what we get. The market just very much chilled right now, undecided as to what it wants to do. It's been the same situation with the ES and the S&P today, and yeah, we'll just see how this goes. I am currently in a short position because I do have a bias of where we may end up by the end of today. I did also take a long earlier on. Now, this was like literally just at New York Open. Okay, and we'll cover this. Actually, we'll cover it just now. Also, in today's stream, we will be giving away. It's the end of the month, so we're going to give away a few ExoCharts memberships. We're going to do the spin the wheel thing, so we'll bring Pete on in a moment to do those, and we might give away some dollars as well, depending on if we can hit enough likes and if there's enough hype going on. So we might do that. I haven't yet decided. I don't have a plan for this yet. So I might just give away $100 or something, or we'll see. We shall see. What we also have, so I'm just going to do a very quick announcement. We have... Where is this? So if you go over onto the Twitter, which is over here, okay, we do currently have, so P has just posted this out from his Taurus Crypto team. Please don't DM me. I won't respond. But we do have some free trading credit to give away from PRIME XBT. Okay, we've been sitting on these codes for a while, and I thought as it is the end of the month, we got to give them away. So these are going to be given away on a first come, first serve basis. You can get up to $250 worth of trading credit here from them. I think if you deposit $100 into Prime XBT, you can get $25 free credit back. If you deposit $500, you get $100 back. And if you deposit $1,000, you get $250 worth of trading credit. So it's like 25% bonus on top of whatever you deposit in there. Now you got to get, we'll give you a code. So sign up using the link that is on here, and then give P a DM either on Twitter or on Discord to say that you've got an account and you want the free credit. Let them know how much you want to, let him know how much you want to deposit, and then he'll give you a code that you can use to basically, yeah, get the free credit. And it is, I mean, it technically is 25%, isn't it? Because if you deposit $1,000, you get $250 back. So, but it has to be one of those things. It's either $100 for $25, $500 for $100, or $1,000 for $250, I believe. So anyway, that gets the little public thing out the way. So we are giving away, I guess, a few grand's worth of free trading credit thanks to Prime XBT today as well. So yeah, and also if you deposit 10k, you will only get 250. But we'll bring P on, he can explain in a moment. Anyway, the trades that I've taken today, okay, it's been a very, very, very slow day. But basically what we had this morning, and we did our London trading room this morning, and I was in a long position at that point. So we had a really nice, like yesterday after the big old dumpage that we had, just after New York opened yesterday, like an hour after it opened, and we had that big move down that took us back down in towards the monthly open. We then had a decent bounce that came back up into the weekly open. At that time, that was daily open. That rejects, and then you come back down just to the furthest point of retracement. You had a nice little order block down here. I think it was a 15 or 30 minutes, something along those lines. Even less than that, little 5-minute one down at the lows. Started scaling into a long this morning. I actually closed out of that relatively quickly when we got this first move up. And this was, again, as we were trading it live on this morning's trading room. Then I took a short. So I did take a short after that, which then got stopped out. I then took a long here, like literally as soon as New York opened. So this was just very low time frame. This was mainly based off of the ES and what happened on the ES. But we can see a little bit of an impulse up. Price comes up, and then you take the stops, get the move down back into support, and then a really, really nice bounce. So it was literally a case of just in and out within a few minutes. So I can actually, if I go over onto Discord here, I'll show you guys just what it was that we had there. So SPX opened straight into the gap. So what we had was the S&P opened, and it immediately did that gap fill. Let's just extend this out so you can see a little bit clearer. We immediately had that gap fill on the S&P. Okay, straight away, as soon as we opened. Bitcoin moving down as well into the golden pocket, and to fill in the inefficiencies that it formed from a move up. And at that point, that is where I took my long position. And then literally 2 minutes later, we were there at daily open and had taken out the highs of the day. So I was in and out of that within 3 minutes. Nice, like 1 point something % move in the end from this. So yeah, 1.1% move in and out. There's your entry. As soon as you have that little low come in, you can see, oops, my apologies, still got this open. This was your entry down here. As soon as we kind of wicked down into that point and I saw that we had the gap fill on the S&P, then immediately it was a case of just price coming up to fill the gap on the other side, and a really nice move up from that. And then since that point, it's just been chopping around, not doing very much. So I have since taken a short, and that was off of the weekly open again here. So as soon as we started to get this, like the SFP off of these highs, that little change in market structure breaking down from this, and then we came back up again. You have a similar situation where you had the SFP. I actually missed this. I didn't take the short from here, but then a second opportunity, and I'm just holding this short position now into the close, I think, at this stage. Invalidation up at the high. I mean, if we do come back and take these highs again, there is a zone above us that I am interested in. But for now, I think it's a little bit late in the day. I am just looking to hold on to this short position with a view to this coming back down towards the monthly open again, potentially, and also the monthly level that I have deleted from my chart again there to close the month somewhere around here. Now, this is because if you remember last week, we had that situation where we were saying, okay, we're going to get a weekly close that's going to be around that weekly level. So if we do go over, let's just look at this on Coinbase, because I don't have as much going on the chart there. We had that situation 2 weeks ago, didn't we, where we were like, okay, are we going to get this bullish engulfing candle that takes out the previous few weeks of price action, which we got. We also got the close that was above the high from that week. I mean, it literally was a few dollars above the high from that week. But what we also had there was, is price going to manage to maintain a close above those August 22 highs as well? Now, this is a similar situation to what we have going on today. If we're looking at the monthly time frame, with it being the end of the month, can price get a close above the August 22 open, okay, or the July 22 close? Can we get a close above that? And can we get a close, more importantly, above our monthly open? So price is just naturally going to gravitate towards these high time frame areas as you get into the end of the week, as you get into the end of the month. So I'm not anticipating any kind of move away from where we are now until tomorrow, basically, at this stage. So what I'd like to see And I mean, the bullish scenario would be that we do get a close just above here. So if we are looking at this 15-minute time frame, let's see if it can hold above 22,300. If it can hold above 22,300, then happy days. That's finally priced from a high time frame perspective, gets a close above those previous summer candles from last year. I would still be looking for a drop. Despite that, I don't think it really means anything at all. I just think that that's the narrative that we have at the moment. And where I'd like to see price come down into, again, is very simple. Basically just looking for, and if we have a look on our TPO, we've got our MPOC down here. We've got a very, very balanced week so far. Like we've got poor highs, poor lows on every day. So I do expect lows and highs to be taken before the week has ended. So what I would like to see is a move down into that volume point of control, 22,980, which takes you down here, sweeping the lows that we have from Monday. Okay. And then if we do get that move down into that point, then what we also have there is a nice little region where there's some decent imbalances going on. So you have a good old zone here to be looking for a long position. And then that would be to take price up to another MPOC that we have here at 23,900. So likely that we just stick around this area until the end of the day. At this stage, I don't think if we can get a close, like, so you're going to go, okay, if we close above here, looks pretty bullish. We're back above the summer monthly level from August last year. If we close within here, then you're closing below and it's a bit more bearish, but whatever. And then looking for that move down tomorrow into the NPOC. So does that explain in enough detail what my plan is? Does everyone understand what I am looking for the rest of the day? And does anyone have any questions on this at all? What is the name of the order block indicator? It's not an indicator. I just draw. Yeah, it's just the rectangle tool that I draw with. So I tend to just mark up my charts manually a lot of the time, and do it like that, basically. Lachezar Zlatanov, I very much like your videos. Keep going. You're the best. Thank you very much. Thank you. I very much like your comments. You are also the best. Alina, brilliant. Cool. Okay. Do we want to look at anything else, or should we get to doing some giveaways for the crew peeps? So how do you see it? Will it fall the rise? Let's see some longer predictions if you have. Thank you. Okay, yeah, higher time frame. I'm still sticking. I'm still leaning bullish. You know, I still think that this has a decent opportunity to push higher, and our targets for that are mainly the same. We can come back and do a little bit more analysis on this in a second, because obviously we've extended this range down somewhat at this stage. So we were looking at this range and seeing if price could push off from here. But now that we've had this drop down, I still feel there's a decent opportunity. We are still consolidating below resistance. It is the last major resistance that we really have on the chart, and I am looking for a little bit more upside from this still. Jambi, the giveaways for exo charts are just for crew people. PRIME XBT is not. Should we bring P on? Should we do some giveaways and then we'll get back to the TA? Let me open Zoom up. I am not prepared. I need to. What do I need to do? This is what I need to do. Okay. Start this.
Recording in progress.
I don't need to record anything. And now let's see if we can bring up Zoom. Oh, this is where it never wants to work. This is the wrong thing. This one. Okay, hopefully this works. All right. Giveaway time. Copy DMP. Let's get him in the call. Mr. Brownbug, today pending home sales actually 8.1%, previous predicted 0.9%, previous 1.1%. Huge rise. What is bad? Interest rates lowering. Yeah, you'd assume if... Is that real? I'm going to have a look at this.
There.
Hello, P.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad. Ready with the wheel. So
Cool. All right. Do you want to set up?
sure. Give me permission for sharing the screen.
That would help.
Yeah, I will.
There we go. Okay, so you should be able to share screen.
Okay. Let's see if you can see it.
I can see it. And if I open this, it always just ends up with a white screen and it never shows it. Okay, hold on. I need to change some things quickly. Let's do it this way.
You got me managing the trade. That's what I go. Okay. What should I do now?
We gotta do it this way. We gotta go screen capture and turn it on here and then make this super big. Not super, oh, that's the wrong way.
I mean, you won't see any name anyway, so.
Here we go. Okay, we have it. We're there. Can everyone hear P okay? I think we can. Everyone can hear him okay. Everyone can see the screen okay. I mean,
hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, what's this open in the background? Oh, this is just a thingy-majiggy. Okay, cool. We are good.
Looks like we good, yeah.
All right, so this is how it works. Those of you who have been around for a while will know all about this. So anyone and everyone who is in the crew is on this list. So if you want the chance to get free ExoCharts memberships, these are 3 months worth of ExoCharts for free. Then all you have to do is join the crew. And if you are in the crew, then you will be on this list. So we do this pretty much on a monthly basis, and sometimes even more than that. So we are going to be giving some away.
We can even do another extra for 1 month as well.
Yeah, what do we want to do?
Feeling generous today.
Should we do two 3-month memberships and 2 1-month memberships?
Okay, sounds fair. Yeah,
so we'll
can do that.
4 in total.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, and yeah, we're also pulling back slightly on Bitcoin, but I mean, this is what we thought would happen anyway. So this is cool. We'll have a look at the Bitcoin price in a minute. I don't see a trade here, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, we're dumping, but
yes. All right. So everybody, 3, 2, 1, spin the wheel.
Wait. Oh, this is for the 3 months or for the 1 month?
1 month. We'll do 2 1-month ones first,
okay,
and then we'll do the 3-month ones after. So this is for 1 month of free ExoCharts membership. Who is going to win it?
Let's go then. 1, 2, 3. Spin that bad boy, yeah.
The writing is so small, I can't even see properly.
Me neither.
It is Andre Alexander.
Andre.
Congratulations,
Congrats,
Andre Alexander. You have won 1 month of ExoCharts membership. So if you are already an ExoCharts member, you can just use the code that you will be given, and that will pause your payments for a month. And if you're not,
please
then
just DM me and we will do the rest.
Yes. Okay. Spin number 2. Let's get this done.
Yeah.
So we can have a look at the
Your
Bitcoin
turn.
wave. Another 1 month, ready to go. 3, 2, 1, spin the wheel. Who's it gonna be?
I just see red on my aggregate trade, you know.
Oh, 84 CT. Congratulations, Sweet. 84 CT. You have won 1 month of ExoCharts membership. We are now hitting the monthly level on Bitcoin, which is, I think, where we're going to close today. So, yeah, we'll get back to this and get through the next ones. Okay, so 3-month memberships now. These are the big ones. We're going to do 2 of these. Okay?
Let's go.
Spin! Quick, before we lose the monthly.
The trade.
Yeah. For Mind 3, you have won 3 months membership.
Got the good one, huh?
Got the good one. And finally, the last winner, Crypto Bolts. This is not the people in the stream. These are people in the crew. So you must be in the crew to take part. Well, yeah, you are automatically
And if you're not
entered.
in the crew, it's a shame, to be honest.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, 3, 2, 1, spin.
Let's go.
This is the last one. So the last 3-month membership to give away. And then we will have a look at what Bitcoin is doing. I mean, it's holding this monthly level now. Just about. CH4 Cowboy.
Cowboy.
You are a winner. 3 months of ExoCharts membership for you. So if you have one, if you are one of the 4 people that has just won membership, then please do drop P a message. P will also contact you. And yeah, you can get your...
Yeah, we'll sort it out.
Stuff that way. Cool. All right. All right, I'm going to go back to the charts.
Okay, I'm off. Thanks.
Bye, P. Everyone say bye, P. Bye, P. Bye. And now I need to look at where we are again. Cool. And open up Discord again. Cool. Sorted. Yeah, Farkas, PP. You heard a rumor. What rumor did you hear? Okay, let's go over and have a look at this. So, what were we talking about? This is why I'm short. This is why I'm taking profit now, because I do think that the monthly level is going to play a big part in, the remainder of this session. Now, this is very, very washed, but because we are at the end of the month, I do think it comes back into being valid again now. So let's see. We'll see where we end up at the end of the day. I am in a short position. I would love for it to hit this MPOC today, because that would actually give a trade. But for here, just a simple take profit off of the short that I am currently in. Did I just say short a minute ago, or did I say long? I have a feeling that I said long, but I meant short. If I did say long, I meant short, because I am short. I'm not that short, but I am in short. What do we have going on? Any kind of reaction? We're hitting some liquidations, which is nice. You heard a rumor that Taurus are happy to pay for anyone in the crew to get a Taurus emblem tattoo if they're up for it. I mean, if you would like to get a Taurus tattoo on you, um, then you are crazy. And yes, we will drop me a DM, show me the picture, and I will cover the expense as long as it's not over. How much do tattoos even cost? I don't even know. Never had one. Up to how much do tattoos cost? What, $500? I mean, for a little logo, I mean, it's got to be like only $100 or something, isn't it? DM, we'll do it. That would be silly. All right, yeah. I'm sure it wouldn't take any more than an hour to do the Taurus logo. Wouldn't it be embarrassing if you got the Taurus logo and then we rebranded into something completely different or changed the logo? We don't really have any context for this where we're bouncing at the moment. It's just we're just hitting some liquidations. We're just stopping out a lot of long positions. A lot of long positions have been stopped out here, but there's not really a level other than just this is where we were earlier that I'd be looking at this. So yeah, let's just see what happens. Imagine having a Luna tattoo. Who's the guy that did that? Was it Mike Novakratz or something, wasn't it? He got that Luna tattoo. And that was pretty bad. If we are pulling back, this does give some opportunities because I am looking for a few long positions on altcoins. I didn't enter this on Aptos. I wanted to see it go a little bit lower. But I would like to see if I could catch a long on Aptos. And I was also looking at XRP, which is looking okay here. It's a value area high. I'm a working man. What is it the value area high of? Let me have a look. I'm not seeing anything useful around here. I'd like to see a move below like 23k, and I think that's where I would look for those longs. And then if we do have enough time to hit that and come back into the monthly by the end of the day, then that would be pretty good. I guess it depends how you're putting your fixed range as well. Yeah, I still want to see this going lower, but I don't know if we get it right now. Take profit on the short for me, nothing more at this stage. I would not be going along just yet. Open interest rised 4.5 million in the current 15-minute candle, BTC USD. Has ES pulled back with this? Not really. And the dollar continuing to get a little bit of a bounce here because the dollar took out its previous day lows earlier on. You wouldn't expect too much more from this. I mean, if we are going to go any more, then you're looking at these highs. And then beyond that, you've just got a bit of a void. So Mm. Yeah, I mean the dollar's been up most of the day, but the S&P itself has been done pretty well anyway. After having that little gap fill, we've had a pretty decent day. Well, decent. I mean, not much has happened, but you get the idea. Monthly open range value area there. You got this little range. Yeah, everything is lining up for me just below 23k. I just don't see it happening today. I think this will happen overnight if we are to get a move down into that. And that is where I'd look for my next trade. I have no interest right now in trading this because then you get something that looks like this and you can take this as high, maybe even back up towards those highs. We can be looking at the POC of this old range up here. Looking at something like this, if we are to get that move down, and then you're just using the lows that we put in on Saturday or towards the end of last week as your invalidation off of that. But yeah, right now, just happy to hold this short position. Oh, I saw a tip earlier. Oh gosh. Can you check Hex USDC and tell me you are not bullish? Totally uncorrelated to BTC and pulse chain launching soon. Taking profit at 0.1 dollars at 10 cents. Okay, we're gonna look at it. USDC. We are going to look at it again. I'm gonna look at it on BitGet. I mean, yeah. Yeah, it's in a healthy uptrend, isn't it? And when you have had movement like this, I don't know where we are. Let's go on Uniswap and see where this is. So this has come into previous. That was the golden pocket. That was last time we were there. We had that move down. So this is what I remember you saying. This is this where you bought it, King, like 0.018 or 0.019. Because we did some TA on this the last time you tipped, and we were looking at this as a zone to be buying. And then, yeah, this is what a lot of altcoins are doing. So I still think it's a shitcoin, but you'd want to see at the very least that high taken there, and then you have again a decent opportunity. You're looking at just an area of resistance up here, which is 10 cents. So if it can break through this and you start taking out one high, two highs, you then just got not really very much left. And that just brings you into what was previous support. So you do have just a nice zone just looking left that you would look for to take profit on this, for sure. I would agree with that. Very, very simple, basic look at the chart, but I would agree that I think this has enough legs, and I think it's the same for a lot of altcoins. Even if they are shitcoins, I think there is enough legs for this to get up to, test into that previous support, which will now be resistance. La Quata Atomica, what do you think about AGIX? I have never heard of it, but let's have a look. Thank you very much for the tip again. AGIX is on Bybit. This is brand new-ish. Interesting. Again, you've gone through sideways consolidation on a new-ish token. We'll have to go back to something that might have some more history. Oh, it's Singularity now. I have heard of this. So this isn't as new as we thought. Yes. Oh my god. This is the one you'd want, isn't it? This is the one with the most history. See, I thought we were at this phase on Bybit, How far is that up from the lows? Oh my god, you've done a 10x already. More than that. You almost have something slightly harmonic about this to the 0.5, close enough to your 786. So if you're bringing that up to here, $0.6, that takes you back up to these highs. But again, with just low volume on this thing, isn't it? Because it's not particularly high market cap. And then that brings you back in to fill all of this. So yeah, I mean, I think these local highs can be taken. What you get after you have a nice rejection from this is, at least on the lower time frames, this would have been a good opportunity for, I mean, you would have wanted it to be go a little bit higher for sure. I would look for an SFP off of these highs. I think the uptrend that this is in at the moment still looks good, and you look like you're almost parabolic. So you'd want to allow that trend to continue. At this stage, you had a rejection down, and then you've got a similar situation here where locally, like, you can almost look at this as being fractal of what we had previously. You have a decent uptrend, you get a heavy rejection, you come back in, and then you SFP it, and you get a bit of a retrace from that. So if you're looking at this as the bigger move, where you have a really decent move up, you have a quite heavy rejection, then I'm looking for this to climb up similar to what it did here with this move, and then to take out these highs, and then you can look to maybe take things back down, to take out those lows back in towards the, what would be support down here at. So I mean, you could go short if you can get an SFP and you start change market structure. At that point, then I'd look at some kind of position like that. The problem is above there, and because this is a new asset on many exchanges, you are essentially in a blue sky breakout right now, so it would be a little bit risky. The other alternative would then be to look for a long, and I mean, you can just continue playing this local market structure. If this is to pull back, like literally on a 1 minute time frame, if you can get this pulling back into here, and you can just take a long from here, invalidation at the low, because so far this has just been very healthy uptrend, then you would look just to continue that. So you're either looking for a short from the highs, or you just want to continue playing this trend, but you've got to get a pullback in order for that to happen. Because buying here when you're already partway through the move and you've maybe not got that much meat left in this move itself would be tricky. So if you can go in there, come back down, and then get a move up, that'd be kind of nice. TJ, what do you think about DAG USDT? KuCoin has the most data. See, I usually only check the low caps for people that tip, but I will on this occasion look at DAG USDT because Bitcoin's not doing too much, and I do quite like this as an asset. I do have some spot DAG that I have been buying over the last few, well, not months. I've had a couple of purchases because this did really well on the last big old bull run that we had. Yeah, I mean, as a spot position, I think this is looking fine. It's just another one of those that just hasn't really warmed up yet. But you've got a slight increase in volume. This would be seen as a decent initial sign of strength. You are coming back down and you're holding above those lows. So for anyone that's like, you could have a position trade here, I wouldn't be surprised to see those lows taken though, still, because that was a nice little pump up. I wouldn't be surprised to see those taken, but as a spot trade, and I think that's what you've got to do with a lot of these altcoins, I think this is looking okay. You're at good support, like historical support. So you had the bit of a move down. If you're looking at this as being like a typical Wyckoff accumulation type of thing, then you have a fairly decent selling climax here. You have a pretty elongated spring from November through to January, so a good couple of months of accumulating below the lows. So you have the selling climax down there. You have an initial rally off of this that starts to form a range. You come back down, you have a nice like prolonged spring here. Now you're just again accumulating above these lows, so you could go for a trade that looks like this is where you want to be going. You're then taking your invalidation from those lows, and then you're looking to take that back up towards the highs of the range, and at that point you would then be quite easily looking for a move back up to what was previous support, and then you break down from again back last year. But a lot of this does depend on, once again, Bitcoin managing to hold on. Otherwise, a lot of these altcoins will continue to crash. So as a spot position, I'd be all for that. And I'd be looking to take profit here and here. And what I often quite like to do, I know I don't really like them. You've had that test of the 200 SMA. So now once you start to see all of these coiling together and it becomes easier to take this out, you're maybe just allowing this to come down a little bit further. And then as soon as you can flip that, then that's when things start to look good. You've already had that one test. The last time it did it was back here in August. Everything's related to August right now, isn't it? Like we're really looking at August being the thing across the board for everything. But yeah, if you've got time on your hands and or if you can afford to wait for long enough, then absolutely this does not look like a bad asset to be buying at this level, with a couple of take profits there and just see where you end up with it. Because as soon as you start to pick up some momentum on these things, we've seen what it can do before. Is there an example previously of it doing something similar? Not particularly. Yeah. CH4, guys, you made my day today. Thank you again. Your learning zone is also very good. I can only recommend to anyone. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Isn't it typical, right? As soon as you start doing the giveaways, Bitcoin just decides to do its little move. Like literally as soon as I turned off the screen, and then as soon as I turn it back on again, it's just hanging out and not doing anything. So we missed the move, and now it's just staying still again. CQT chart looks good. CQT. Whoa. Yeah. Volume. You got the volume. You've had a pretty decent sign of strength there initially that's cleared the path. You've had a move down. See, I would have loved to have seen it take these lows down here. Never really got that. But again, you're looking at a spot buy. If you like the project and you're prepared to wait, then there's still so many of these lower cap assets that are looking like pretty good. And yeah, like you say, you've almost had this from the lower time frame where you have a decent range that gets put in. This is almost like Bitcoin in 2018, right? You have that blow off top, you settle at support, you come down, you sweep those lows. I would have liked to have seen these taken. You never quite got there. But then as soon as you've reclaimed that, it's a similar situation to what we've seen on DAG, where you can then be looking for price to come up and take, again, hasn't taken that high. And then looking up towards the top of this range. And at that stage, you're then just trying to, I mean, who knows where that's going to end up? Up here somewhere? That's a long way off though, right? That's a long way off. It's just similar kind of structure. So you can yeah, see that as a bit of a spring, and you've got the volume to back that up. So you do have the volume to back this up as a spring. So to be able to buy with that as support, if it can hold on a little bit longer before going into this, then yeah, absolutely. If there is another opportunity, if we do come back down into here, then it's the same kind of trade, right? You're looking at that same thing. There's your invalidation because you have the volume from that. I think that backs that up quite nicely, and then you're looking for a move up, and then you just got to be looking left to find your take profit levels. 30 cents makes sense to me. Yeah, liquid. That looks about right, because you have, again, a similar situation there where you've actually tried to build support for quite some time and then you've lost it. So to just come back and test that again up towards about 30 cents, I think that's very reasonable. So you're looking at almost like a 100% move up here potentially if you can get a decent entry. So it's a spot buy. It's a spot trade again. I quite like the look of that one. I need to put that on my watch list. Is this on? It's not on Bybit, is it? It's just on. I've got MEXC and I've got KuCoin, so I might even have a little look into that myself and just have a look at the project. With a lot of these, I wouldn't want to buy it even as a trade unless I liked the look as a. Unless I liked the look of the project as a whole. CQT. This is what it is for anyone that's interested. I kind of like that. Some API things, so connect stuff together. I don't know. I'm not a technical kind of guy. What does it do then? How does this have value if it's just an API thingy majiggy? I guess what, maybe you can connect between exchanges and stuff? That'd be cool. So if you can connect like cross chain and between different exchanges, or maybe you're looking, yeah, this looks like what it might be. Interesting. Interesting. La Lola. We don't have discount codes for EXO, so EXO do not do discounts. We do, the only thing that we do are the giveaways, which we did earlier on. Okay, so we've just given away a bunch of EXO Charts memberships, but those are for the crew. So if you do want a chance to get free EXO Charts memberships, then you just have to join the crew. There's no guarantee that you're going to win it, but we do raffle these off quite often, and we do have a bunch of codes that can be used. But no, they do not do a discount themselves. You know what? You know what though? I'm going to do something else. today because we because we're going into a new month. So I'm not going to do some. Oh, this is something else I wanted to talk about. So the competition. We have the competition today has ended. So congratulations because we did have our trading competition. So congratulations to Scalpy Scalp, who has won the trading competition from this month. So that has now ended. This is really annoying because I didn't realize that it ended at 9 a.m. UTC this morning. So I was about to go like YOLO into like a big trade to try and win this because this is me here. So I ended up at 160% P&L for the month from this little fun trading account. So I came in third place. A couple of people beat me. So congratulations to those who came above me. We will be doing another one. So who wants to do this again next month? And for this time, we are going to be giving bigger rewards for the top 3 only. So we're not going to do it as like $100 back for the top 10 because you get situations like this where people just take like a trade and then they just stick with it because they're like happily in the top 10 at that point. So I want to try and encourage a bit more active trading from this and see who can get into the top 3 for next month. So we will do this again. I think it might even start tomorrow. So yeah, I have spoken to Bybit. I think they are going to reset this for us with a new competition. And yeah, we will do this again next month. So again, it will be $100 equity. That's all you need. We'll do the announcement again when this happens, and there will be bigger prizes. And remember, if we can get it up to 100 participants, then I will double the prize pot. So if next month we do get 100 participants, this month we had 71 in total, I will double the prize fund itself, and I will do extra stuff alongside that. Yeah, it's a tactic to just join last day and YOLO it. That's exactly it. Yeah, I think there were a few people that came in right at the end and got themselves into that top 10. So that's why we're only going to do it. So it'll be like $500 for the winner, $300 for second place, $200 for third place. If I end up placing and I win it, then I'll give the money away again on a stream. So because I've won $100 on this, because I placed in the top 10, I'm going to do a $100 giveaway now. So we're going to do a $100 giveaway. Once this stream is done, okay, this is a $100 giveaway. Once the stream is done, comment your USDT TRC20 address because it's lower fees for me if it's TRC20. Comment below with your TRC20 address, and I will do one of those comment picker things, and that will pick a winner. And I will do that tomorrow morning. So you've got until tomorrow morning to comment on this stream after it is done. So not now, after the stream is finished, go to the comment section, place your TRC20 USDT address in there. I'll pick a winner, and then I'll transfer $100 USDT to the winner tomorrow morning. And then maybe, because I'm also feeling generous and it is a new month, we can do some trial memberships for anyone who is interested. Let's go. I want to see people with like high value that can be of good value to the community. So if you think you'll be of good value to the community, please like at me on Twitter. So go over onto Twitter. I'm just doing this, like this is just random. So if you're watching this, you've got a good opportunity here. I'll do a month trial for people who I think are good value on on Twitter. So go over onto Twitter, at me, which is at Taurus Crypto. So go over on here, go like at Taurus Crypto. I would like a 1 month trial membership, and then I'll check out your Twitter. I'll see if you're going to provide high value, and then I may give away some. But I'm just going to choose this myself. So if you think you have something to offer, and if you would like to be part of the community, then there you go. Does that work? I think that works. Let's go back to the charts and let's have a look at some stuff. I'm not going to do any more. I've gone crazy with the giving stuff away thing. Or that's the thing as well. Like, just say post some charts, do that kind of thing. Just at me at something. I don't know. I don't even know. So yeah, CMDR. If there's no value on your Twitter, then maybe just talk about your trading style. Talk about what you like to trade. Talk about things that you'd like to learn. So you don't have to necessarily provide value by like being a great trader already. If you just want to learn and you want to be part of the community to see what it's all about, just be honest about that and say, look, I'll be really active. I'll chat. I'll talk to people. I'm just interested in being part of the community, and yeah, we'll do it that way. Divine Hood, hey, I just discovered you've been watching some of your tutorials. Thank you for making them. Do you have any ATAS templates? I do not have ATAS templates. No, I don't use ATAS myself. I just use exocharts. So for order flow, exocharts is the only one I use. I have used ATAS. It's nice, but it's just not part of my own trading stuff, I guess. There are people that have ATAS templates, I think, within the community. So maybe if you ask nicely within public chat or something like that, if you join the Discord, then there may be some ATAS templates available that people use. But for the most part, we're all using exocharts here. I kind of like what we're doing locally here. Just a second. I kind of like what we're doing locally. I think we might get a bounce. Let's just give this a little bit of time. There's a lot of selling going on. If this can just keep absorbing, I don't really like the low that we've put in because we haven't taken out this from earlier on today, from this morning. But you are getting a lot of shorts starting to open up here. I mean, if we take out London lows, there might be a potential to... Let's go place an alert down here and we can watch as this comes in. What you want to see is a few more of these longs getting stopped out. So anyone that was kind of early into long. So if we are going to get a little SFP off of this local low, there we go. Okay, cool. This could be a trade. We're going to go for the usual set. Let's just watch this. Let's allow the minute to close. You got 30 seconds left. I wouldn't be taking this as like a scalp just from taking the lows because it's gone quite deep. You want to start to see some kind of reaction here, but that should have stopped out a decent amount of long positions. Again, everyone that's re-entered. You got 12K of liquidations here. You're still getting shorts opening on this, and it is building imbalances down there. I don't like it. No. Let's try again. Let's try again. There was no setup there. It's going to go for it again. We're going to see if it can just reach a little bit lower and do the same thing. Yeah, so it's just taking out the same low. So you've got equal lows here. Now we're maybe seeing an opportunity for a reaction. Okay, this is a bit better. It's having a second chance at this. And it would still be the stop would be at the low. You've hit excess twice on those lows. Oh, it's just not very good. There's a little long position that you could take. Allow a bit more space down the bottom here. It is absorbing okay. It just keeps going down to that same level. Where even are we? I don't know where we are now. We're coming into monthly. It just no. You know what? Let it get to monthly open. This is too long down here. I'd have to allow for a couple more SFPs, but you could start entering into a long. You just don't want to see monthly open lost. Otherwise, we are going to be going down to that 22,980. So you're looking at something like this, and then to bring it back up towards these highs, and just finding an entry around here. There, you've got some confirmation. Okay, so that's at that point, that's giving you like an entry trigger. The first one that we've already had in the last few minutes. So there's your entry trigger off of this, and maybe we can get a bounce underway now. And you've got to hold. This is actually kind of nice because as long as you are holding. Yeah, pretty tight stop off of that. CMDR, to be honest, I used EXO already in the past, but I don't have the time for it currently for that style of trading. Just diverted to a more portfolio high time frame style for now until conditions change. That's fair. That's fair. But would you? Oh, you weren't the one that asked about Atos. I'm getting confused now. Anyway, a decent little bounce from that. And this is the thing. This is where so that gives you the entry you've got. So if you're in the crew, you'll know why that has given confirmation. Whereas these first two, this first drop down, that first 1 minute, then coming down, making equal lows again, and then having a third attempt, you would know that basically this is why you enter here once you've kind of got that confirmation on the new candle opening, and then you've got your invalidation down at the low. So you do have a position that is. Here's your entry. There's your invalidation. Take profit. I mean, at this stage, if we're looking very low time frame, we have just taken. We've now retraced the move, but have you got enough profit out of that yet? Yeah. If this can run back into VWAP, that'd be nice. So you're looking at VWAP up here. That's at your point of control. See if this has legs for a bit more of a move up. Did anyone take the long? Because I gave you a pretty clear signal As in, like, there's your signal. There's your entry. Did anyone take it? This here should be the position. And then, yeah, you could look for VWAP. VWAP and daily point of control. It's all lining up together. Tom's tiny, you're underwater from higher. Oh no. No, you can't be underwater. Let's hope it. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a move up 23,400. And then that's, yeah. Probably wise to take profit now anyway, because we are still locally in a downtrend. So we've had no change of market structure or anything yet. So if you have taken a long, it would be wise to take profit, having just retraced the whole move down already. No change in market structure yet. So you need a little bit more to really have confidence that this is going to VWAP. I think it probably will. I think the move down that we had, and I think just the whole narrative that we've got of price closing somewhere around here tonight makes sense. So I think another test of VWAP and point of control to give you another short position that could take you down here, and then we just end up chilling around here later on. Gold bounced exactly where I said it would last week, as did the S&P 500. And the dollar rejected exactly where I said it would last week. Not that I want to brag, but who remembers the level that I was calling out like literally like every single day? And on Bitcoin, it was 22,800 low. So we were calling this all like throughout the whole of last week. 22,800. That's where I took the long on Bitcoin. And that was on the Friday. I didn't trade at the weekend, but I didn't get stopped out off of that. A little SFP of those lows is fine. But we were talking about 22,800 on Bitcoin all of last week. We were talking about 3950, wasn't it, on the ES? Yeah, 3950, which basically was we had this nice little zone down here, taking out those lows and coming into this. We had that area, and then our 618, 3949. Okay, so we were calling 3950 on the ES. That is the level that we wanted to see hit. We called 105.3 or 105.367 was the level if we had to give a level, but I mean you were close enough on the dollar. And gold, yeah, gold came into this zone down here, so we were looking down towards that like 1,800 1,810 zone. And actually yesterday for me was the real like nice trigger to go long on gold, because you're coming into, so we have this little daily block here. It's not the cleanest thing in the world, but you did come down into that daily and you had the local SFP of these lows. This was just this morning. So having had a bit of a decent bounce off of this yesterday, to come down and take those lows once more, stop out those early long positions, and then get a proper bounce underway is really, really nice. So that was the moment that you could have been looking to, yeah, get into a pretty decent long position on gold. I think gold's looking good overall. So remember last year when we were talking about this for ages as well, and like I myself have built quite a big position in gold, just like a holding for this move, and I do think that we are looking okay for higher. If this does lose here, then you're looking at that stage like a move down. Like this is kind of the support that it really does need to start holding now. Otherwise, you're back down to like 1,720. So you've been given an invalidation off of this. As soon as you start to take out some of these lows, I think you're just looking at this accelerating down. You don't want to be getting too caught up with all of these. Yeah. As soon as you start taking some of these out, you're then in a little bit of trouble. So because it will just come through all of that, and then you're coming all the way down to the bottom. So if it doesn't bounce here, you're coming all the way down to 1,720. We can do a little bit more high time frame analysis on. So now that we've got, do I just clean my chart up again? I hate it when things get like messy like this, but it's because I do so many calls and I'm not an organized person. So every time I try and like clean up my chart, it just becomes a horrible mess again. So let's get rid of some of this stuff that isn't on here. Is that needed? We all know that we took the short from there. I don't really need that on here anymore. We all know that it came into that POC. We don't need that anymore. The anchored VWAP's kind of useful. We don't need that. We don't need this. We don't need this rectangle. We don't need that rectangle. We're coming up into all of this stuff. Okay, these are our monthly open, which needs to go into the high time frame local one. We have this one. We got our NPOCs down here. We got this long position locally that we're just talking about now. Okay. So now that that's tidied up a little bit, the trend continuation, what we have was last week we were looking at this. So you've got your previous range low, which takes you back to May last year, Friday the 13th of May last year. And you've got your one-to-one there. If you're looking from low to high to this low, if this is the low. You then have, because we now, the fibs from the range that we had previously are no longer valid. But if we're looking at our extensions, you've got your 1.618 up there, which is nice. So that does give you 1.618. So that gives you a pretty good little area in which you would want to be looking for this. If we do get continuation higher, then 26,800 is looking like the obvious target for this if we get continuation. There's not really that much else. Beforehand, when we were within this range, there was like confluences lining up in fairly different areas, whereas now everything's kind of coming together around that point. And there's other stuff around there as well. Out of interest, you're at that 200-week EMA. You'd have a 50-month EMA there. That's a little bit. That's a little bit much. Yeah, I'd be looking at that for a target. I think 26.8 is a decent little target for this if we are going to get continuation higher. The other thing that we do have now is if we are continuing with this range, there are some harmonics that could come into play. So you could look for something like this. And that takes you back down. So if this is to get a move up and we start to reject around 24.7, 24.8, then you could look for a short position back down. And that would actually be really quite interesting, because then you'd find you're filling in all of this move up at that stage, but you're still in a zone that's okay, right? Like, that's not bad. So if you're starting to look at harmonic targets and you're coming up here and you're taking out this high, that's where people could start to get a little bit bullish again. And then we could just extend this range for even longer. And at that stage, still nothing's changed then. So if you are to get a move up to here, you get a little distribution up there. You come down, you quickly take out those lows. I want to see them taken quickly. And then you could still go for those same highs. Because at that stage, you're just extending this down. Maybe. And then that gives you just, you've got the harmonic. And then you've got this as just being another corrective move. So if we were to play something like that, it would be quite nice. You know, that does give you an ABCD. Because it just gives you this. So if you got your 786, you'd then be aiming for the 1.272. It all makes sense. This all lines up perfectly. So that would be your ABCD. Everything kind of lining up there. So I think either way, we would be looking at the possibility of a move up early in March, because I think to drop from here then makes everything a little bit difficult, because it's going to be harder to trade that. I think it would be nice to get that move up, see how things are looking. We could, because we've spent quite a lot of time down here, like we've seen what's happened previously, okay? Because this would have been a very similar situation to what we had back here, where you could have had the same idea. The nice thing that we did previously was we did retrace the whole move, but you could have quite easily been looking at something like this from the last range. Well, that's a little bit deep. And then you would have been looking for taking out these highs and then coming down here, maybe. Yeah, we'll go for that. I'm going to post this on the Discord. Oh, I haven't anchored that to the... That's better. That's better. Yeah, then you have this double top thing, and then people think, oh my god, we're crashing, and everyone starts to get really bearish. Because if we start to break up, people think we've got a similar situation like this, where we're just going to pump straight to higher prices. And then if you just lose momentum there, then here everyone's going to get super bearish, and that's when you rip it up to 26.8. I like this. I like it. I like it very much. Okay, we're going with this. This is the plan. I think on that note as well, I am going to... Oh, IMX is up 10% today. This makes me happy because I am long on IMX. I can brag a little about this as well. Hold on. Who wants to see my amazing IMX long position? Where is it? I caught this so good. Where is it? I'll just show it quickly. Can I show it? Is it here? Here it is. There's my IMX position. Long from 0.9145. I'm happy with that one. That was a nice trade. Yeah, long from 0.9145. Yeah. But like literally the low. Because the low was 0.9138. I have taken profits already. Yeah. This was also like, this was the last trade I took on IMX. I quite like this. I do like IMX. So the reason for that was just that we hadn't taken out those lows. It was just like hanging out and doing nothing. And I had an alert set down here. I was like, come on, you've at least got to take liquidity. Like bounce all the way down here, just front run me. Had a decent bounce, just front ran me again, another bounce off of that. And then as soon as we had that SFP, I was like, I'm buying it. So I'm just in, I'm just buying it. And then, yeah, it worked out quite nicely. So it was mainly just because I'd had that alert there for such a long time, because we've been talking about this in trading rooms and stuff. And I was just, oh my God, you can't 1, 2, 3, 4 times front run. And then as soon as that alert hit, I was just in. I don't care. Like it can come down and it can fill this whole zone if it really wants to, because we were looking at this as being like the area that you want to be getting into. But yeah, at that point I was like, I don't care, I'm long. And yeah, managed to catch that. And it just so happens that it's one of the biggest winners today, which is very good. Very good. Is there anything that's dumping? That's patience and a plan, Polo. Exactly that. I am not the most patient person in the world, but when it comes to trading, I do have relatively good discipline. Much more discipline than I have in my normal life. I think that mainly comes from just being like, I just couldn't care less if I miss a trade. So it helps me to be patient. Because there is always another trade around the corner. I got to that stage of my trading where in the last, like, this is a trade that didn't work out so well. So yeah, as I'm just scanning through stuff, here's a trade that didn't work. I tried to go long on Blur and failed miserably. So hey, you don't win them all. Try and see if there's just like nice opportunities on the 4-hour on stuff. Anyway, yeah, what I was saying, I got to that stage of my trading where I just do not care if I miss a trade. A missed trade is better than a losing trade. Oh, I can't really find anything here for you guys. At the end of the month, it's all a bit like meh. I'm bullish on LDO. This is something that I've been buying spot. I know we're up a lot. I know it's ridiculous, but I'm very bullish on LDO. I'm not entirely sure what it is. It's just been really nice for me. And every time I seem to buy it, it just continues to go up. So I've just been buying LDO. But it's non-financial advice because it's already up really high. And I could end up getting trapped quite easily on that. All right. Cool. I think I'm done. I think we have Oh, yeah, we spoke about this. This is why I'm bullish on LDO, because we spoke about this during a stream and loads of people were like, it's a really, really good project. And then I started looking into it and I was like, oh shit, yeah, this is actually kind of serious. It looks pretty good. So I bought some and it went up like loads. So then I bought some more when it pulled back and I just keep buying the dip. Buying the dip every time until it fails. So, yes. Anyway, yeah, I've spoken about everything. I have nothing else to say. So, so I'm going to leave it there. I hope you all have a really great rest of the month. Enjoy the remainder, what remains of this month. If you are in some places in the world, you are already in March. So if you are, that is right? Yeah, if you're in Tokyo, or if you're in Sydney, or if you're in Mumbai, or if you're in Shanghai, or if you're in any of those places, you are already in March. So I hope you have a really good March. And I'm just got to stop talking. I'm talking nonsense. Thank you for watching. Remember, comment below as soon as this stream is finished, as soon as the comment section is available, comment below your USDT TRC20 address, and I will pick a winner tomorrow morning, and I will be giving away $100. Also, if you would like a free trial membership for the crew, at me on Twitter, say why you would like a trial membership, tell us what value you can bring towards the community. If you do get a trial membership, then fucking be active, yeah? Don't just sit there and do shit and do nothing, all right? We don't want none of that. We want people to be active on the Discord if you get a trial membership. Otherwise, I'll just cut you because I'm giving this away for free. So at me on Twitter, ask why you want it. I'm going to keep pointing at you here. And yeah, that's it. I'm off. I'm out of here. Have a great day. See you soon. Goodbye.